Alright, so in this video I want to do an overview of the Marshall strawberry variety. So I have this growing in a what was basically a 30-gallon grow bag, and I cut it into 4 equal pieces, and it's resting right on top of where the grass was, so the roots are going right into the native soil. To start, you can see Marshall has a very large leaf size. It's basically the size of my palm. So it makes it's definitely making a lot of sugar. Disease, I've never noticed anything yet, but I've only had this variety in my garden for about 1 season. This is the first time it produced for me. I mean, not 1 season, but 1 year. High production. If you check out each of these flower clusters, you'll notice basically tons of berries, and they have a decent size on each of them. And each of these flower clusters are basically coming from their own plant. So you can see these are these riper berries are basically starting to turn a burgundy color. So when Marshall is first developing it, it looks like this. This one has a little bit of damage on it. I just staked the berries recently, so I have to take them off the soil. But they basically start off that color, and the seeds start turning red, and eventually the whole berry turns this deep burgundy. It's very soft. I'm gonna harvest this one so we can do a Brix test on, and a taste test, because I haven't had one that was this ripe yet. But you can see the seeds when they're still when some of them are still yellow. The berry has a two-tone color to it, but once it's, well, this one still has some slightly yellow seeds. So I guess they'll turn 80%, but you can see that color difference. Like I said, high fruit production from each plant. I've been harvesting Marshall since we were still having frost, and during those times we were also having heavy rain, and the flavor just wasn't up to par for me. But I guess because Marshall just needs lots of sunlight. So we had some insect damage on this one. So this variety definitely would like to be planted in full sun, especially with big leaves like that. I started off with 3 plants, and you can see there's many more than 3 plants in there. So the runner production is definitely good. It hasn't produced runners this season, but when I first got the plants, it produced runners. So I'm looking forward to it producing runners, hopefully after harvest, if not during harvest. So we're gonna do a Brix test on this Marshall here. This is as ripe as I've seen them, and not much juice. It's just like, there we go. .8. And this one, this is basically my second sweetest strawberry variety. I mean, it's right under Scarlet. It's delicious, but as long as you have it in full sun. See the red juice on my fingers? Let's try to get a cross section of it. So even when it's not that complete burgundy color, it has a great flavor. But when it's that burgundy color, it's excellent. So I definitely recommend Marshall. Like I said, high fruit set, medium to early medium production. It's about a mid-season. Long season production, even though it's a June bearing variety, or at least in Zone 9, Louisiana. And this is probably the sweetest strawberry variety you can grow as far as large cultivated varieties are concerned. Now when it comes to wild varieties, Scarlet will probably be the sweetest, but right now we're talking about cultivated. So I suggest y'all get these plants. It's sold out for the year now. The plants that Baker Creek had available. So I suggest y'all start working on that next season. See y'all in the next one.